Welcome to the New Living Expo, everyone. The next speaker we have is Phil Wilson. He is going to be talking all about infrared saunas. Detoxify or Die, the book of Sherry Rogers, an environmental medical doctor, is a testimony for far infrared saunas. Far infrared saunas are energy medicine devices that cause water cells to pulsate, mobilizing the lymphatic system and causing intense purification on all levels. Known for helping depression, pain, inflammation, Lyme, autism, and fibromyalgia. The relaxed sauna is known as the Quan sauna. A Dr. Bill Akapar, one who feels chi, warm love, mental clarity, and joy. After having an out-of-body Kundalini experience, Philip Wilson, a mathematician, was guided into fasting yoga and eating pure foods. Using relaxed infrared sauna daily for 18 years has increased mental clarity, spiritual adjustment, creativity, and joy. Please welcome to our stage, Phil Wilson.
Hi, Ashley. Hi, everyone. Is there a way that I can get me big so I can see me big?
Yes.
Or I got to be small on my screen?
There you go. Now you are big on everyone's screen.
All right. Because it's nice to be able to look at something, look at someone's eyes. It may be my own, but at least anyway, I'm still small, but that's okay. I know who I am. So I'll just take it from here. Hello. Thank you for the introduction, Ashley. I have been using far infrared saunas, and specifically the relaxed sauna, which you can see in the background, I guess on my right. That's the relaxed sauna set up. And I have, this talk is on spiritual purification using far infrared saunas. We have a web page. You can go to our virtual booth here, or later on, you can also go to our booth, our webpage, relaxsaunas.com/newliv, NEWLIV, and you can find out more information. And there's also, I think on both our virtual expo here, we have a number of video testimonials that I've taken at conferences, including the New Living Expo in the last few years. And people have said there's something very special about the relaxed far infrared sauna. They feel more creative. Problems or solutions are dissolved. Many people say it gets rid of depression. They feel more creative. The side effects are euphoria and joy, which are pretty nice side effects, and we enjoy that. Let's see, there we go. That's a little bit better. Oh, well, I'm trying to get me, I have a blank square on but anyway, that's my issue. So I'll continue with my presentation on the relaxed sauna. Basically, I want to talk about, number one, the history of far infrared saunas, what they do for you, Hippocrates' claim about sweat and fever, and present an overall, not having to do with the spiritual aspects of far infrared saunas, but the physical and emotional and mental aspects of what they can do. And then I want to talk about the spiritual aspects, and specifically why the relaxed sauna is the preferred sauna and more effective than other infrared saunas. Any infrared sauna is going to be good for your health. They're all going to be very, very helpful to you. What far infrared does is, far infrared is a light that comes from the sun. The sun generates all the different colors of light that we see. It generates near infrared, far infrared, mid infrared, ultraviolet light. It generates gamma rays, microwaves, all the spectrums. Everything comes from the sun. Now, only the visible light is visible. That's a profound statement. It's like a Yogi Berra statement. It's not over when it's over. The invisible light are all the other frequencies. So just like Rife created the Rife machine, which is a frequency generator, and everything, Pythagoras was a great spiritual teacher as well as the father of modern mathematics. And he pointed out that everything vibrates. He said everything is number, which means everything vibrates. And he talked about the music of the spheres, or the five melodies that you could hear within yourself. And see, the physical world is really is very temporary. The yogis talk about this. You know, the world's time and space don't exist. Even the physicists in the United States and the world speak about time and space not really being existent. And if you study spirituality, if you go into, ran into the early 1970s, I ran into a lot of these books on yogi philosophy, and every cell in your body has consciousness, you know, and consciousness is what is real. And this physical, in yoga, they call it samskara, you know, or pictures or facsimiles. They're pictures we create in order to get experiences to become wise and free. So the whole matrix of the physical world, the emotional world, the mental, the mind, all this stuff is something that we have agreed to carry in this lifetime, just as we agreed to drive a car. A car is like a body we wear, just like our body is like what we wear as soul entering into these bodies. So everything is vibration. It turns out that the far infrared light from the sun is the specific light from the sun that's responsible for photosynthesis in plants. Dr. Gerald Pollack gives a talk, many talks on the fourth phase of water, has written a very, very excellent book on it. And he talks about how in his laboratory, they accidentally shined a lamp on their experiment and found out that the special kind of water called the fourth phase of water, which is called the exclusion zone, which is pure water. Nothing else can be in there. And it's usually very small around, the edges of a glass or a beaker. And this water, the fourth phase, is expanded by light, and the far infrared light expands it more than anything. It turns out that photosynthesis, that the far infrared light from the sun gives the water in plants the ability to move and to and energizes it and to bend. So the water in our bodies is specifically is a far infrared energy. Water generates far infrared energy. Humans generate far infrared energy. Mammals and birds, we all generate far infrared ray energy, and the specific frequency that water generates is 8 microns. What we generate as humans, birds, mammals, is about 9.4 microns. So it turns out that they started doing research in the 1960s on a special kind of sauna called the far infrared sauna, and it generates a specific frequency of light. It's not just like a heater. It's the heater generates heat. Far infrared light and far infrared saunas, it's not the heat that matters, although you can increase in the relaxed sauna you see behind me, you can get to 135, 140 degrees, and according to all the research, that can kill viruses, etc. But it's not the outside temperature that matters. You can have 110 degrees, 140, 170. What matters in a far infrared sauna is that you be comfortable. You want to be very comfortable. And the energy that generates from the far infrared sauna emitters, whether it be the carbon panels on the inexpensive saunas you can get at Amazon, or even many of the wooden saunas will have the carbon panels, and some will have ceramic heaters, but the technology of the relaxed sauna using computer technology, a semiconductor. I'll show you a picture of it right there. Those are 4 semiconductor chips. Now, it took the relaxed sauna company in Taiwan, not China, but in Taiwan, it took them 10 years to figure out how to filter out all the energies that don't resonate with the water cells. If you know about a Rife machine is a specific frequency which will trigger a healing response in your body. Now, with far infrared ray energy, it's a range. It's like a bullseye range, and the bullseye range is specifically actually between 8 and 10 microns. But if you're between 4 and 14, that's enough to get the cells in your body to resonate. And if the water cells in your body resonate, magic happens. And the magic in the body is the water cells will start pulsating because it resonates like two crystal resonating, like a crystal glass will resonate with the other one, and the other one can break. It's like music can do that, sound can do it. Sound and light, invisible sound and light, are the secrets of moving into altered states of consciousness where you can experience, in a sense, being timeless. Time, the awareness of time is called pain. Duration is when there is no time, and that's freedom. So we want to find a way to experience great spiritual freedom and joy, and I am saying that the relaxed sauna and far infrared saunas will help a little bit. The relaxed sauna will help specifically even more. A lady who went to a mental health conference, for a holistic mental health conference in Dallas about 3 years ago, she and her husband have a $5,000 wooden sauna, and it's a great sauna. They like it, but when she brought her bathing suit in with her, she was wearing it in the relaxed sauna for 30 minutes and did a 30-minute sweat. She came back an hour later and said, "Phil, after 8 to 10 minutes in the relaxed sauna, I experienced the most profound sense of relaxation I've ever experienced in my life." And this is the kind of responses we get.
He's on. He was on right when I got on.
And we have some beautiful
there's one person
testimonies
that's
there
saying that
from
they
people
can't
who
see
said all their
here.
problems were resolved.
Make sure you're using Chrome and refresh your screen.
They felt something special. So there are many of you here at this conference.
Yeah, and I said that's what
he's,
and I see him leaving, entering, and
frequencies
leaving
and
again,
other frequencies beyond time and space, or certainly beyond the physical world, the emotional and mental energies. And these people are so exciting when someone who's very sensitive to these energies goes into the relaxed sauna. I love the testimonies because they can feel that there's something very, very special about it.
Andrew Collins?
I wanted to talk about the far infrared energy, what it does. I was talking about what it does to water and plants, according to Gerald Pollack. But what people have never talked about is why and how do turtle eggs hatch? Because we all know that there needs to be warmth, like a chicken cheek. I say a chicken cheek, but a turkey, they lay on the eggs, and the eggs get warm. Now, why do they get warm? It's not so much the heat. It's the far infrared energy from the chicken's body resonating with the water cells in the chicken. Well, similarly,
I'm done at. Well, no, I have Dan Dorad. I guess So 7 o'clock your time. Yes.
And resonate through the water and turtle eggs. Activate.
Are you doing it on the main stage?
Isn't that fascinating? The far infrared light is a life-giving energy from the sun, responsible for photosynthesis, responsible for hatching turtle eggs. It's when you lie in the sun, whether you're wearing clothes or not, the deep penetrating warmth you feel in the sun goes deep into your body. Now,
she's like, because I talked to her in the information booth, and she's like, "You are a godsend." And I'm like, I was just going through it how you taught me how to do it yesterday.
I traveled 19 years. I've been using the relaxed sauna every morning. I started when I was about 53 years old, and I would go to Anaheim every March. And
That's what
love
she
the
told me.
fun
She's
and
like, I don't
family,
know, because she asked me, she's like, what do you do for a living? And I told her.
drive the
And
Palm
she's
Springs,
like, I don't know how
lie
how
on the
busy
front of
it's going to keep you, but she's like, I want to hire you.
this after you're
And
doing
I want
the
you to
last
like
one
help me.
year,
And I'm like,
when I went to
okay.
Anaheim,
She's like, you can think about it. And I was like, no, 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 I'll do it.
So it gives you something. You know, I may not be able
Yeah.
to say exactly what it gives you,
Yeah.
but it does give you something. Besides vitamin D, it may be a little bit of that, though they've never measured it. So you do get,
Yeah.
now we have many testimonies
Yeah. Yeah.
from people using the relaxed sauna. Okay, one of the in the
Yeah.
physical world, when I go to the doctor
Yeah.
conferences,
And
there
I
are
mean,
many-
I'm
about
not
200,
like in, she's like, it's like,
holistic,
it wouldn't be that many
integrative
hours a
medical
week,
doctors,
but just like kind
therapy,
of
massage
fill
therapy,
like some hours
functional
every
medicine,
week and kind of fill
clinical
in the
nutritionists.
things that I
go to a
can't,
lot of
that
these
she
conferences,
can't
and I love
do,
going to the,
and like send
the
emails
Expo,
and stuff. So, but then
Expos,
they're
like
just having
the
to,
Living Expo.
yeah,
That's where
she's
I
having
started
to,
off going
she's
to
having a
massage schools in
show
the 80s.
like the
I know
29th
Kenny and I
of
used to
January,
sell massage tools in
and
early
then one in
80s,
February. She
for
didn't tell me
the
like all
Whole
the
Life
dates.
Expo in New York City. We compete with each other,
Yeah.
and then we have dinner together.
That's awesome,
So,
though. Yeah.
But back
Yeah,
in
that's
2001,
yeah.
I discovered
And I mean,
relaxed
so
I
took
discovered
me a
far
little
infrared
bit
sauna
of time
at a
to get
conference
Loom
in
figured
Stockholm
out.
from one of my massage tools
So the first
I said,
couple,
wow,
I
yes,
was
we
I
have
was
a sauna
recording
here.
it,
Wow, because I've always
but
loved
the
saunas.
only
Makes
problem
me
is
not-
it wasn't.
I love
It was
sweating. I
recording
love
like
doing
the
the
Loom
but
background of the
far
Loom
infrared saunas are
homepage,
different
but it has
than
the
the regular
audio
sauna.
of the speaker.
A prairie dog's not a dog.
So
A sea lion is
yeah,
not a lion.
the first
A
couple.
seahorse
So
is
this
not a horse.
Phil
And
Wilson,
pointed out to me a
I
koala
figured
bear
out.
is
So
not
when
a
you're
bear.
in Loom,
So a far infrared
to record
sauna
the
is
session,
literally not
if
a
you
sauna.
don't go
Doesn't have
over to where
similarity.
it's like where
Now, there's
before
been
you
studies
start
on
it,
the
if you
thinnest
don't
saunas.
go over to
20
like
year
sharing
studies,
your
those who do
like
the
sharing
thinnest
a
saunas,
tab
they do it
that
4
you
to 7
want
days.
Loom to record,
Their heart
it
is
just
so much better
records
state, and they live so much longer.
Loom background
Than
page,
going to it one day.
like just audio.
The fact to
Like
consider that a fin
so
doesn't do a
this
sauna
is
at least
this
one
is the
day
first one
is like that's
that I feel
phenomenal.
really I
That
just
doesn't
feel
happen.
really
It's not possible.
dumb and
And everyone is
like
knows
almost
that
embarrassed because I'm
right.
like
They all know it.
I like all these people think they're thinking that they had their stuff being recorded.
Enemies, right?
They're not.
I don't know how to pronounce his name.
And it's just
but they both said, or they both quoted it.
yeah, that's what
Find
I
a
think.
way
That's what
to
most people are
take
going to
sweat
have to do
or
because
paper and
I mean
actually what
I've
you're
been
doing.
doing
And this
the
is exciting because
I've been doing
you
the
know,
Loom
yeah, I
recording
jokingly
and
say
also
it,
doing like
I'm on
the
American
record
soil
session booth.
and say that
And just while I was talking to you right
without
now, I
altitude
pressed record session and then it went away right away. It just stopped. It just stopped recording.
the only thing you
So
can
then
do
I
is
keep
not
I
a
keep
blood
pressing it again, and then
but,
it will hang on for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and
beyond
then it
that,
will hang, and then it will go off again.
is
So it's
when you
very
create a fever
like
inside
very
the
just
body, that's an increased body
inconsistent. Yeah,
temperature.
that's
When I was a little kid and I'd have a flu for 3 days and I'd wake up on the 3rd day totally soaked. Totally
yes.
soaked.
So
Really
the last one, Sarah
Totally, I feel
McLeod,
good.
she
Because it's
at the very
sweaty,
end she put
it's
in like a
jumped
big
out.
long chat of
Now, you've
her
got,
all her links and stuff of how to get a hold of
four
her,
main kinds
and
of
then her the
toxins,
chat
physical
was like
toxins,
way bigger, and then
earth,
her screen
air,
went smaller. So yeah, I did notice that.
and
Yeah.
air, water, and fire, basically. The water that you drink is polluted. The air is polluted. And the
Yeah.
earth, the foods we eat.
Yeah, like definitely the recording of the sessions
or
is a big
GMO
problem.
or
You know.
Roundup. God knows what's in the food.
Yeah.
that messes us up. We all know that a clean engine works better than a dirty engine.
Yeah.
Similarly, a body.
I mean, for the most part, it's
Purified.
going
That's
pretty
what's
smoothly,
fun.
though. To be honest, I
Sherry
think it's
Rogers, she wrote a
people
book,
are understanding it more,
This was a classic
and-
that came out in 2001.
and so I think it's
2002, and as she spawned
Yeah.
an industry, Dr.
But it's
Sherry
also-
Rogers is
it's also
really
weird,
on
like just with this Phil Wilson, like at one point he had it like in portrait mode, and then it went over it. Then it changed to like landscape, so it's like his face is bigger, and then it like changes at a different angle.
Like, she says it's the only way she knows to get plastics or phthalates out of
the link that I got, not with your link. I'm not under your link at all.
And we
I haven't even needed to use that today. Well, my computer.
Karen.
Well, I have to update Chrome, and my computer will not even update Chrome, so I can't even use my computer for anything on event.
And
it's so old. It's like from like 2010. It's like 10 years old at least.
2.5 years.
So it's like the iOS cannot be updated because it's at the highest update.
She's probably in her 90s right now.
So it's like it's just funky. So at least I have a computer that works and
where she explains the world is toxic.
Mm-hmm.
And most people know this. So I usually don't go into great detail because
really
I like to.
Because I can
other people don't talk about. You can do research in foreign saunas that came out in the 60s, started in Japan and Germany. Far infrared, by the way, and still TMF. We'll talk about.
Are you using
because there's a lot of
are you using Safari on your iPad?
Now it's the microwave in your.
Well, click out of it, and then
okay. That's my cell phone. That's a microwave energy generator.
It's Chrome.
Wi-Fi with your.
It has like
you go in the building. There's Wi-Fi. You're affected by electromagnetic frequency. Now, my contention
that's Safari.
Is that now, first of all, the relaxed sauna.
Yeah, 21 and I think I don't know. I haven't tried to watch a video on my iPad, but you can get Chrome on your iPad.
I'm sorry, not sponsored.
Yeah, that might be because I think a lot of these people that are having issues with not being able to see because they're
iron has a lot more. Vacuum
okay.
Has a lot more.
Yeah, then use
if you look at the relaxed sauna.
Yeah, and it's just like Safari is more.
It looks like this, but it's about twice. It's got 20 chips, not 4 chips. It's a 5x4 array of chips. Generator. It's a double.
I would say
generator.
Sync it.
That's on the web page, relaxsaunas.com. Relaxsaunas.com.
Do you have a Gmail account?
Or relaxsaunas.com/new.
Then
you can find those there.
Yeah, I think in order to sign in, you have to use a Gmail account.
Right,
so I would just say don't sync.
Come here. To the left of the tent, at the left of the sauna, there's a tent. Right by it, and that's the folded tent. The relaxed sauna will fit in the suitcase, will fit in the carrying bag, and it's very.
How's everything going in your room?
I'll share my screen here for a second.
In your room.
No.
So you have pretty much everyone recorded. I wasn't able to see. I got the times messed up to see Brenda's brother.
That's what generates the fine for
and then I was in another room trying to record it, and then I couldn't.
Nothing makes the relaxed sauna or any sauna, especially these generators, because they generate 98% pure Fahrenheit.
I think it is 50 chill mark, and then
that's it took the relaxed sauna company in Taiwan 10 years to discover. It was like an aha, like when they
no explanation. No, just capital C.
And figured out how to do a sewing machine by using the needle, because he was met with natives, and the natives threw a spear at him, and all of a sudden, in the dream state, he zeroed in on the spear and saw a little hole. He said,
I'm just stopping. I just stop people's videos since it's so then I can just.
When they were working with Japan researchers, the Japan research asked the relaxed sauna.
Yes, I noticed that.
A product that can make you feel like coming out of electricity, because it's an electrical company.
Oh my gosh!
You're in a hot springs in southern Japan. So we bring a hot springs to your house, to your home. Not, what turns a house into a home is a heart, and the relaxed sauna is a heart. So when you have a house,
that is weird. Well, because I most of my speakers say at that hour it cuts off, and there was one Kitty Wells.
Oh,
I introduced her. and she was like she knew her time was about to be ended, but she was like in the middle of a sentence and it cut her off.
I gotta figure out how to get me on here now.
Yeah, you just have to update Chrome.
I lost you. That's sad. I can't see me, and so I'm getting distracted because of this. But I think I'll find it. Maybe not.
Hey Phil, we can see you, but we can't see your screen if you are trying to share your screen.
Oh, you've never been able to see my screen?
No, sir.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh shit.
There we
so
go.
you'll press the little icon where it has the computer where it says share screen.
Right.
You'll press on that.
Okay. Well, I just pressed on it. That's my screen. Are you seeing the screen now?
Just seeing your face. Not seeing.
Oh,
try to press on it again.
Okay. You can't see this?
Nope, we can just see you.
Okay. Oh, well. C'est la vie. You go to the website. Okay. Well, anyway, here I am, and so I was talking about.
Wasn't really paying attention to Phil.
Well,
because someone said not seeing your screen slides, and so glad someone said that.
So the Hippocrates was saying, I see someone there. Okay, there's the host. Hi.
And bye.
I
turned it off.
Relaxed sauna will benefit you quite a bit. I talked about the toxins in the world.
Yeah, not very many people.
We know that a clean engine works better than a dirty engine. Now, what's very interesting is that a washing machine is an example
I thought he was the one that
of what
had
the relaxed sauna
the wooden,
the washing machine
saunas.
uses invisible water.
Ones that you just stick your head out of.
You're trying to wash.
Well, Phil, when I first came on, he's like, "Oh, I know you." He's like, "I've seen you." And I'm like, "Yeah, I've seen you too, Phil." And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, I'm Ken's daughter." And he's like, "Oh my gosh, how are you?"
The invisible light penetrates and absorbs 2 inches into the body.
Oh wow!
And cleanses every cell of the body.
Oh, wow.
Now, the way it does this, again, Hippocrates says, find me a way to create sweat or fever. What it does, it pulsates and vibrates with the water molecules because it's the same resonance. It's the same frequency as water. And that's why the relaxed sauna is more effective because we have 98% of our energy is between 4 and 14 microns. And other saunas, although they are good and they are going to be, every sauna generating far infrared light is going to be beneficial.
Just don't do it while someone's
the
speaking.
The carbon panels generally are about 36%
so at one
of their
point,
energy
I was like,
resonates.
It was with Sarah McLeod, and she got turned on. She got signed in late. Because I talked to her, and she's like, "Oh, I thought it was at 3:30." And I'm like, "Oh no, it was at 3 o'clock."
Coming out of the generator.
But then I accidentally closed out the screen that she was talking on, and I was like, "Oh my god!" So then I had to quickly open because I have so many tabs open on my computer screen, and so many of them are just moved.
You have a link to on this website.
Okay. So Andrew Collins.
It says that the portable saunas can only generate can only increase core temperature a degree in 25 minutes, and the relaxed sauna was able to increase core temperature 3.2 degrees. He was very disappointed. The other saunas that he bought before he bought the relaxed sauna weren't able to increase core temperature much. Again, you want to create fever by increasing your body temperature. And they also failed the heart rate variability test that Sherry Rogers talked about in her book and giving all the research. Now, we have a very well-known and famous doctor out of New York City. He's a Qigong master. He wrote this book called No Sweat, No Sweat. He wrote it in 2007. And he's also a Chinese medical doctor, an acupuncturist, and an MD medical doctor. He was voted the best cancer doctor in New York 2007. His name is Dr. Bill Akpenar. And here's a picture of him at a sweat lodge in somewhere in the United States. He also, there's a picture of him at sweat lodge in the book that's in the Amazon that looks really funny. But he recommends the relaxed sauna to almost all of his cancer patients. And he says that if you want to create heat shock proteins, no sauna can create more heat shock proteins than the relaxed sauna can. And again, he's been using the relaxed sauna for 10 years, and his partner at his clinic, Dr. James Onikian, he was the world champion kickboxing. He won the Golden Gloves Award for 4 years, 2001, 2006, and he's been using the relaxed sauna for 16 years. The relaxed sauna will last many, many years. It's a workhorse. It truly is. It will last quite a while. Now the benefits of far infrared ray energy, again, are well known in the medical industry. There's a doctor who has a cancer clinic in Washington State who uses it when he does IV vitamin C therapy for his cancer patients. We're used at a couple other cancer clinics, one in Baja, Mexico, and the other and also there's two of them there, and one's in San Diego as well. We have been doing about 400 expos all through these years and have found great benefit in 5 to 10 minutes with people getting rid of pain. But going back to what I was talking about, EMF, the research in Japan from a book that is not published in English does point out that far infrared energy antidotes the negative effects of EMF. And there's a well-known doctor who helps with Lyme disease and is very effective with helping kids with autism. His partner got a relaxed sauna from us, took it up to her hotel room at the autism conference, and in one session, the elbow pain she had for a year was gone. And so they are now promoting the relaxed sauna in their clinic. And we have a number of doctors throughout the country, a number of colon hydrotherapists, a number of massage therapists, nutritional consultants, finding and telling us that they've been in many other saunas, and which they like, but the relaxed sauna works more effectively with people. What Dr. Klasky in Connecticut told me, he said, "You know what I like best about the relaxed sauna?" I said, "No, what?" He said, "Instant on." And that's something that's important. If you want compliance from your patients, and you say, if you have Lyme and you've improved 75%, and you want compliance, and you say it's time for you to use the relaxed sauna. And this one doctor's wife, who's a naturopathic doctor's wife, went from 75% better from Lyme disease to 95% by using the relaxed sauna. She used it every day for about a year, and now she uses it about 3 times a week for maintenance. Again, Lyme disease is pretty insidious, and there's a lot of stuff going on in this world, which is crazy. And I said, in Ashley's introduction of me in 1970, I did have an out-of-body experience. It took me 2 to 3 years to realize that I had an out-of-body experience. It was when I was going through some trauma back in the February of 1970 when I had this experience. A year and a half later, I met some yogi, and he showed me some yoga techniques, some Kundalini yoga techniques, and oh my gosh, it put me into another state of consciousness, and I had to become a vegetarian and almost a fruitarian within a week because I could not function on normal foods because my vibration rate had changed so much. And this is how I became very, very sensitive. I got into health foods. I had no choice. I got into Chinese herbs and other herbs, and I started a business selling herbal vitamins back in '76 full time, and then later on I expanded to the Dr. Christopher herbs, to rebounding, to selling massage tools, to inversion machines, and many, many herbal formulas and oxygen products, oxygen therapy products, all to help. And truly, I've had my health food store in Columbus, Ohio, Momentum98.com, since 1980. And truly, the pinnacle of all the products we've ever carried, which helps the person get into the present moment, and hence that allows for the spiritual purification to go on, would be the Relax Sauna. And I was given while meditating in 1997 the name of my new company, and that was, I was given while meditating, Momentum, taking advantage of the moment, propelling yourself into greatness. And that's a secret, because in the Relax Sauna, when you go in there, it just calms you, relaxes you, and later on energizes you incredibly. But it gets you into that zero point, that zero zone, that where you can't do anything wrong, as you've connected to that wave within yourself, that when you're connected, it just carries you on. And so when you're taking advantage of the moment, it means you're living in the moment and you're listening. You're listening. And listening, love is listening. When you're listening, you can tune in, and then the bull going toward the red flag is not listening. It's just going. It may be in the moment, but you're going to miss the nuances. You're going to miss that wave. And so when you're taking advantage of the moment, it means you're totally involved in the moment, and you're listening. You're tuned into the universe, and the universe will say, "Go this way," and you can say no, or you can say, "All right, I've learned." And then when you do, you propel yourself into greatness. And using the Relax Sauna is a great spiritual purification device. It's one of the most profound, and many have attested to that. There are other great tools. There's ozone, and you can use an ozone machine while you're using the Relax Sauna. We go to ozone conferences. We go to hyperbaric oxygen chamber conferences. And many people who have the hyperbaric oxygen chamber clinics will use a Relax Sauna in their clinic before and after. Athletes will use a Relax Sauna for 7 or 8 minutes before a workout, and they will use a Relax Sauna for recovery for about 20 minutes for an incredible sweat after a workout. And one marathon runner, after running a marathon, said it gave her day back. So these are the kind of things that that Relax Sauna and far infrared energy in general can do. But I was talking about the Lyme doctor who he and his partner had bought 2 Relax Saunas from us. And I said to him, I said, people, they carry a cell phone, and they question the EMF in the Relax Sauna. He looked at me and he said, "Yeah, I know." In other words, the danger of a household appliance, or any, at least certainly the Relax Sauna, the damage that can do EMF wise compared to the cell phone that you carry, or the Wi-Fi, or the 4G, or the 5G, or any kind of microwave device, is so minimal. It's like Dr. Hal Huggins told me that a mercury amalgam can't even hope to do as much harm as a root canal, because a root canal includes a dead tooth in the body, and something that's dead does not really belong in the body. So, you want to clean and purify your body, and nothing purifies the body more than a resonating water cell that's pulsating. And the water cell, you got the 2 hydrogen and the oxygen atoms. And the angle gets smaller, so the water cell gets smaller. So hence the blood cells get smaller. So the microcirculation is increased. So this allows the blood cells to go where it couldn't go before. So if you have neuropathy due to Lyme disease, or just neuropathy due to diabetes or anything like that, it's because the blood isn't getting there. So one of the best things for anyone with diabetes is a far infrared sauna. If you go through, for those who do kidney dialysis, if you do a Relax Sauna before you do the dialysis, you're not going to go through a day and a half of hell afterwards, because it cleanses the blood. I was talking to a chiropractor last night, and he was saying that when you go into the relaxed sauna, it increases the amount of blood, white blood cells by 40%. And that's the lymphatic system. That's what cleanses and purifies the body. That's the immune system. That's what you want going to protect you from colds, flus, bacteria, viruses, anything that gets in your body that interferes with your body functioning well. You want to cleanse and purify. The heat inside your body, that's the key of what the relaxed sauna does, of what far infrared saunas do. It resonates with the water cells, and the more power you have resonating with the water cells, the more wattage and the more pure, only the far infrared between 4 and 14 will resonate with the water cells. So when you buy a vitamin C supplement, you don't say, oh, gee, this one's cheaper, let me buy that. You don't realize that one of them has 1 gram of vitamin C and the other one has 100 milligrams. There's 10 times more vitamin C in that tablet. The relaxed sauna, people don't think of saunas this way. They talk about the pretty wood. They talk about the bells and whistles and all these other kind of therapies that they intermingle with that are not, not strong enough to really make as good an impact as they could. The relaxed sauna uses pure far infrared energy, 98% pure, 1400 watts, and probably has about 5 to 9 times more far infrared sauna energy than any other sauna. But again, the proof is in the increase in core temperature. According to a review, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but the cheaper saunas could only increase core temperature a half a degree. The relaxed sauna was able to increase core temperature 3.2 degrees. In cancer clinics in Washington, while doing IV therapy, to increase core temperature 4.2 degrees. Now, when you increase your core temperature in your body, that's the fever that Hippocrates talked about. What that does, it mobilizes the lymphatic system. The chiropractor said that it increases white blood cells 40%. Well, that's what cleans. Those are the lymphocytes. That's what cleans the body out of the toxins, the heavy metals, etc. Karen Russell, medical, her monthly lab report showed for the first time her mercury and lead were normal after 1 month of using the relaxed sauna. And we have, hundreds, thousands of cases of people whose health improves. Plus, we have hundreds of athletes who have endurance now, who have vitality. We have many, many people who don't have the pain and the inflammation of the scar tissue. And I was saying about the microcirculation, when you increase the core temperature, that mobilizes the lymphatic system, it increases the microcirculation. So if you increase microcirculation and the blood can go through capillaries where it couldn't go before, it's going to get rid of the pain and inflammation, or not get rid of it, it's going to relieve it, and in many cases actually get rid of it. It will also help with neuropathy, with Raynaud syndrome, with scar tissue, and so many other things. But I think what the most profound benefit of using the relaxed sauna is that it activates the parasympathetic system because of its stronger, more powerful far infrared ray. It activates the parasympathetic nervous system. This gets you into a super relaxed moment. It gets the anxiety and the stress just disappear, and there you are in the moment. And that's where the magic of life happens, when you can get into the moment. And then the mitochondria in your body now there's no interference, so they can very, very actively increase the ATP and the nitric oxide in the body that helps you feel rejuvenated and activated and alive and aware. There's nothing that seems to stimulate the pineal and the pituitary glands as being in the relaxed sauna. And that's why people say to me over and over again, not only that I feel like I'm being hugged by my grandma, or that I'm basking in divine love, or I'm in the presence of a qigong master, or of a great yogi, or in divine love, or I'm lying on the beach in Hawaii on a physical level, but they say that I feel great joy. I feel joy. I feel euphoric almost. My problems dissolve. I have clarity. And that's what life is about. And every moment to be in that state where you feel this wonderful clarity and you're in the moment because when you're there, the words come out so perfectly when you interact with people. It's just that you don't even have to mentally know things. You want to get tuned in to the spiritual essence of who you are. And this is the New Living Expo, and this is a conference where we're all, I don't want to say striving, because the key in life is once you have found it, you want to quit seeking. So, but we are all tuning in to that which we are, that special, the water from which you drink, that you never thirst again. And that's what happened to me in 1970 when I had my first out-of-body experience. And I didn't know it. It took me 2-3 years to realize what had really happened. But basically, when you tune into that which you are, and the more you listen to it, the more it expands, and the easier it is to listen to, because it becomes you and you become it, and the more you become it, the more free you are, and the more your actions, your behaviors, you see, it's the behavior of a good man. Is when you unfold spiritually and you become that, your ethics improves. Your whole, everything about you, you become it. You become that essence of you that is a part of all life, and you see everyone as that spark of life that you are. You see everyone as that, and it's a beautiful experience. And I'm saying that the relaxed sauna will enhance those qualities within your heart. It opens up the heart. See, non-resistant thought expands the heart center. Now, in the relaxed sauna, all the energy resonates with you, so you don't have to resist it. In a regular sauna that only is 50% or 33% far infrared rate, you have to spend all your unconscious time resisting the energies like the ultraviolet light that gives you suntan and sunburn, because it doesn't resonate with you. So the more resonating far infrared rate energy you have in your sauna, the less resistance, and then non-resistant thought expands the heart center. So the more your heart center expands, and that's the key, and that's why even in Finland, in the Finnish saunas, they're all going to help. And the book by Dr. Galakpanar talks about the history of sweating in every country in the world. We have had, they have a history of far infrared saunas, of saunas being very, very therapeutic, and that's very, very important. Now, again, there are a few of you here, and we wanted to offer a special $100 discount only for the show, good till Tuesday. The code is NEWLIV, NEWLIV. You go to relaxsaunas.com, relaxsaunas with an S.com. You can do all the research you want. And again, I think there's a link to relaxsaunas.com/superior that gives reviews of Relax Sauna and many testimonials. And you go to our virtual booth here that has a lot of information. Then if you decide to order a sauna, when you click on it, it'll then, and you go to the shopping cart, and it says, if you have a discount code, you put in NEWLIV, and that'll give you $100 off. And you'll be grateful. And you will, with a 30-day money-back guarantee. And again, we'll usually sell at not the virtual expo, but the regular expos. We'll usually, at this conference, we've been doing it for 15 years at least, we'll sell 15 to 20 saunas. The reason why is because people go into the sauna. And when you go into the sauna for 30 seconds, they say that everyone knows, that a picture's worth 1,000 words. I mean, that's common knowledge. It's sort of funny saying that. But an experience in the relaxed sauna is worth 1,000 pictures. So it's really quite an experience. It's very unique. It's different than any other sauna. There are other $300, $500, $900 portable saunas. They're good, but they all use the carbon panel. They cannot do what the relaxed sauna semiconductor chips do. So to review what far infrared energy do, it does one thing. It pulsates, it resonates with your water cells, and that's the magic. And that increases the lymph flow, increases microcirculation, activates the parasympathetic nervous system to get you relaxed, to get rid of stress, and then it activates the mitochondria to create ATP to give you energy and rejuvenation. And when you do all this, you feel tuned in, alive, and refreshed. Are there any questions, by the way? I can't answer questions. Otherwise, I'll keep talking. I could easily talk for 3 or 4 hours because this is one of the loves of my life. We've been together for 19 years, the Relaxed Sauna and I. We make love every morning, or I go in the Relaxed Sauna almost every morning for 20 minutes. Sometimes I use it at night when I do it. God, this is great. I have the lie down sauna, and then sometimes I use it on my bed, and it's quite amazing. A lot of massage therapists will put it on a massage table. We have a lamp. Again, it looks out. Aha! I just that's what I was showing you earlier on putting the Relaxed Sauna together, and that's the far infrared light. Too bad I can't do it on the screen, but anyway, it's better than nothing. And,
Phil, there are a couple questions. There are a couple questions.
Say that again?
There are a couple questions. Susan said, how often should a person do this? How many times per week?
Well, 3 to 5 times a week is great. A lot of people use it every day. I would recommend at least 3 times a week and it only takes 20 minutes. It doesn't take an hour, hour and a half like a lot of the other saunas. What people like about the Relaxed Sauna, it takes about 20 seconds to feel like you're being hugged by your loving grandma. It takes about 8 minutes to start sweating, and in 20 minutes you've had a complete sweat. What I do is I go out of the sauna and I drink some water, and then I sometimes take a shower, and then I go back into the sauna and do another 20-minute sweat. So there's no limit. There's no dangers. You can do it, twice a day. And what's really exciting about the Relaxed Sauna, since there's no warm-up period, you can have pain like arthritis pain or some kind of back pain or shoulder pain, and you go in the Relaxed Sauna with your clothes on just for 5 to 10 minutes, your pain's gone or greatly reduced. The near infrared, yes. We took 10 years to figure out how to get the near infrared out. See, there's a big, it's fake news about near infrared. See, near infrared lasers, those are $1,000, $2,000 machines that penetrate with a specific frequency. There's 4 main frequencies. There's the 660, the 880, the 820, the 920. I'm not sure what they are, but they can penetrate 9 inches, and there's the red light and the near infrared light, and that's a totally different technology. It's funny because the near infrared sauna people, they say, they tell you how lasers will do this, and then they say that their sauna will do this, and then they go to the research, and the research is about the lasers. We have research in 2004 pointing out that the Relaxed Sauna little lamp was significantly more effective than a near-infrared light bulb in both penetrating and circulation increase, penetrating increase in both pigs, rats, and humans. And so the near-infrared energy penetrates 1 to 2 millimeters. Far infrared penetrates 1 3/4 to 2 inches into the body and resonates with the water cell. Near-infrared has benefits. It's very limited compared to the near-infrared light bulb, because Kellogg did this in the sanitariums, and they fell out of disfavor for a multitude of reasons. But they cannot do. They don't have the technology, the far infrared energy, and it's becoming well known in the last 2 years that the more far infrared ray energy you have in your sauna, the more effective it is. And see, people talk about full spectrum infrared, and that's just a buzzword or a marketing word. It simply means it's infrared, near, mid, and far. And they seem to imply with near is good and the mid has benefit. And yes, they do, but it's very minimal. If you want to pulsate the water molecules, detoxify your body, and get your body temperature increased, the more far you have between 4 and 14, that's what does it. Now, if the far infrared is between 14 and 25 or 14 to 50. Again, that has very little benefit, similar to mid-infrared or near-infrared. It does not pulsate or resonate with the water molecules. Those are the two questions I saw. Relax Sauna COM code is, yeah, okay, good.
Yes, I think you answered both of those.
It's not new live. It's not new live. It's NEWLIV.
LIV. Okay.
Is the discount code. It's on the our virtual booth. It says that there. And if you want to get the lamp, it's I think new lamp, NEWLAMP, and that's on there too. So you can verify it. And if there's a problem, you're welcome to call me. I'm available. My cell phone is 626 200 8454. That's 626 200 8454. Or you can email me at phil@relaxsaunas.com. And again, Relax Saunas is plural. It has an S on the end of it. Were there any other questions, Ashley?
Not that I see, no.
Okay.
But you do have a virtual booth, so if anyone does need to contact you, they can go to your booth and call you there and chat.
Jan is at the booth, and Jan has been manning our booth at the Relax Saunas booth at the New Living Expo for 4 or 5 years. And she personally had lost about 80, 90 pounds in about 5-6 months using the Relax Sauna. And she is a living example of someone who has benefited incredibly from using the Relax Sauna. And she's a joy to talk to. She talks from her heart. So I believe she, and then Pat also might be there. And again, Pat's been using the Relax Sauna for about 12 years. And they like the lie down sauna also. And they have had a lot of benefits and have many, many stories to share with you as well. And they should be at the booth, one or both of them.
There was a question, Adriana. Yes, there is a way to replay this talk after the expo is over. It will be available for the talk will be available for 30 days after.